I found a brand ambassador.
Good, excellent.
So so I will and you would be surprised as to who honestly asked me.
Who was it?
Asia.
Oh, word.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's really good. That's really good.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So I'm very excited about that.
No, that's really good. Yeah, that's the move. But definitely want to talk about that, especially with like stuff like Black Friday and all that coming up, which I'm gonna.
I'm ahead of you because my Black Friday starts this Friday. Every Friday for Christmas.
Yep. Yeah, I'm actually gonna be releasing something next Monday, a Black Friday masterclass.
Okay, that's what's up.
Craziness, right? But I'll let y'all have it because y'all already in. So yeah. So, all right, so we're recording and all that. Oh shoot, people gonna hear that. Okay. Thank you all. As you all know, last week I was not in town. I was doing it from a remote location. So I'm very, very happy to be doing this from where I live. Because I can actually play around with my screens and all that good stuff. And I can actually see everybody. And I'm watching y'all. Watching me.
Oh. That little girl right there. She licked my head.
Did you hurt your hand? Huh? Did you hurt yourself?
No. You just had put it on.
I did see y'all in this office.
All right. So welcome to Business Movers Mastermind week 4. Today, we're going to talk about introductory and low ticket offers. So really quickly, today's agenda, announcements and housekeeping, talk about where we are now, the hot seat for everybody. Hopefully, people did their stuff. Then we're going to talk about intro and low ticket offers. And, our takeaway to do is our homework. So housekeeping and announcements. Please, everybody, share your Google Drive folders with me so that I can start to go through the work that you've done, so that when we have our one-on-one, that we can actually have something to discuss. So yes, please book your one-on-one. It'll be a 45-minute time where we'll go through where you are currently and make sure that you are getting to where you need to go. Also, I have a giveaway coming up. So I'm going to be doing I'm moving really, really fast. So we're doing New Year's resolution time already, right? So I'm going to give you all the insight, the first glance at my New Year's resolution, as well as my Black Friday master classes, where I basically just tell you all how in the world you move forward to get to where you want to go. The only caveat is, and I know some of y'all have done it before, but I please ask you all to do it one more time, is a video testimonial. So I have a consultant and they told me that I have to get more video testimonials. So just go on and be like, hey, Carl is the 3rd best consultant I've ever worked with in my life. I'm just kidding, you can say whatever you want, but depending on what you say is whether or not I'll use it. So there's that on that. So just to kind of let you know, and I know people are still going through and getting things done. This is what we have done so far. And I just want you to kind of see how it all fits together. So you've outlined your goals, which everybody should do. Every business, every human should outline their goals. Now, every class that you hear me talk about, you will always hear me talk about 2 things: goals, and then the next thing, target market. Where you've identified the people that you are trying to reach, their demographics, their psychographics. Once you start to do that, you will really begin to understand what it is that you want. Next, we talked about building community. And that is one thing that is key, especially in the digital age when people are not necessarily seeing each other as much as they would like to. As you grow that community, you will become a trusted advisor to your people, the people that are part of your community, where they will believe everything that you say because they know that you mean them something good. hopefully by now, you've also defined your organization and the tasks that are part of your organization. In every business, I know even when we're doing things alone, you want to have it outlined and qualified and quantified the things that you do. You know, you really want to put these things formalized. Hopefully you filled out the Excel spreadsheet that tells you everything that you do, what you're good at, what you're not good at. Are you operating in your zone of genius, in your zone of excellence, or if you're doing things that are in your zone of incompetence, how to get those things off of your plate. And then today we're going to talk about your low ticket and introductory offer. And I kind of want you to see how all of these things fit together. So how it all fits together is when you start off with your goals and the things that you want, then you're able to see, you know, where you want to go long market, you like a long range, you know, where you want to be in 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 5 months from now, all of those things. Once you identify those and you have your target market, you're able to narrow down those goals and see who are the people that you're going to help on the way to getting there. That's one thing about business. Business, no matter what business you're in, your goal is to help people to get where they want to go and then pay you fairly for it. You know, and so you think about it in a way of who are the people that I'm going to help on my way to success, because you're guaranteed, you're telling yourself already, I'm going to get to success. So you set those goals up. And once you see that target market of people that you're looking for, again, whether it's 18 to 35-year-old men, whether it's 16 to 18-year-old girls, if there's, you know, experts in underwater basket weaving, whatever that may be, you want to build that community based on that target market, right? And so when you have that community together, you're thinking about all the different ways that you serve them. And that's where defining your task and organization comes in. Where it's like, okay, so in order for me to serve them, I need to have these things in place, right? And so you have these people there who are going to listen to you because you identify with them and they identify with the ways that you're helping them. And so, you know, you've defined what all the things that are needed to help them. Now what we do is we get into our low ticket offer, which is the easiest way for them to enter into a paying relationship with you, where there's an exchange of information, services, goods, whatever that may be, for money. All right. So now it's time for the hot seat. All right. The person today in the hot seat is iPhone 10, also known as Joyce Cedar. Yes. So I know you're in the kitchen, you're running around, but we need you to pause because we haven't even met you yet. Just press the unmute button.
I did.
All right.
Okay. Can you hear me? Hi. Okay.
Yeah. So you are on the hot seat. You are going to be here. So could you first please introduce yourself, tell the people who you are, what you do, one interesting thing about you. Have you done that part yet?
I have not.
Okay. An interesting thing about you and one struggle that you're having in your business.
Okay. I am Joycita Hinton. I own 2 retail clothing stores, Exhale Unlimited. One interesting fact about me is I don't smoke, drink, or eat meat. Let's see. My struggle with regard to business is finding my footing on web sales, as well as turning the likes into sales on social media. I get the likes all day long. It's converting those into sales. That's my struggle.
And for the sake of everyone here, can you please tell us what Exhale Unlimited does, where it is, and all of those things?
Okay, so Exhale Unlimited is a retail clothing store for both men and women. I have a location at Fashion Tree Pentagon City Mall, as well as Queenstown Premium Outlet. And again, my website is www.exhalelacroix.com.
All right. So you are on the hot seat as we're beginning to talk to you. So who is your target audience? Who exactly is it that you're trying to reach in your business?
What I found is my consumer base is based on from ages, I would say 20 for men. So let's do this. So for men, my target audience is from 20 to 40.
Mhm.
Women, my target audience is like 20 to like 60. Because my style is, it can go both ways.
Mhm. Now, are you talking your style or the style of the clothing in the store?
They're interchangeable, to be honest,
Okay.
because I have to I have to be comfortable with what I'm representing.
Okay. Got
And
you.
I do now, let me clarify that, because I do step out of my comfort zone. So like the bodycon dresses, and I'm 50, that's not appropriate for me. But I understand that there's a market for that.
Okay, understood. So now, as you're going with your people, do you have employees currently?
Absolutely.
How many employees do you have?
I have 12 right
12
now.
employees. How well do they know the business and what you do in the business or what the business needs?
Okay, see, now that is a struggle in today's market. I
Mhm.
may have 2 that clearly understand retail and fashion, and the other 10, I would say, they just want a job.
Mhm.
That's
So one thing that I would definitely encourage you to do, and again, you want to do all of them, but last week's when we spoke about outlining the parts of your business, like the different tasks that are associated with your business, really do that and start to like use that to develop, number one, the job descriptions that you do, and
okay.
also to help to train your employees so they can really catch the vision of what you're doing. Because especially in retail, that's what we've seen over the years is where the markets start to rise is when those who are interfacing with the customer, they have an efficacy or they take ownership of what they're doing. Like for instance, one of the best thriving chains, Nordstrom. If you look at their handbook, the first thing is use your best judgment. So the first thing they do in their handbook is empower the people who are working there, the cashiers or what they call them, sales associates there. So, and that's because they know exactly what it is that they want them to do. So it's not just, hey, make sure that you ring somebody up, but it's also, how engaging are they? Let them know where their radius is. For instance, if they're like, I know I've had the pleasure of coming to your store, and I know, even where it is, there's a lot of traffic, on the left and the right because they have food places there that are very popular. Like what their job is to bring people in, because sometimes people think because they work at a store that their only job is to ring people up, but no, their job is actually to bring people in. Because like you said, you could do a sales only presence if all you wanted to do was sell clothes, but you want to actually help to create that experience. And so once you define the experience of your store, then you're able to give each individual what they want, what their part is. Like if they're junior associate, if they're senior associate, and even begin to create those levels and assign responsibilities to those levels where these people can operate in what we talked about last week with the zone of genius. Because when people operate in their zone of genius, they're happy about it. They're doing it. I know you and I, we've talked about even the type of people that you bring in, going to the Hooters model. And when I say the Hooters model, not that people are dressing like Hooter girls, but what Hooters did is their waitresses aren't called waitresses, they're called models, because they hire them based upon their ability to attract their target market. And because of what you do in the clothing that you sell, which is often trendy clothing, things that people are wearing now, or even sometimes future based, you want to have people who can look good in what you sell. It's that way, or even if they're not wearing it, they're able to convince somebody that it looks good on them. You know, like if a model is telling you this looks good on you, you're gonna believe it. Whether you're a man or a woman, especially a man. Then you be like, oh, I find him bad because you said you cute. Like that type of stuff works. So I would definitely encourage you to go through and you know, if you have an employee that you like really, really, really trust and you think can be with you long term and help you, and if you don't have this person, please don't do this. You can allow them to even look at these things with you and kind of go through it and say, okay, these are the things that we do. Of course, restocking, hanging things up, but then there's also, you know, develop a script for people when they walk through the door to say, hey, look, this is coming up. You know, like whether it's homecoming, you know, how's homecoming coming up? What you gonna wear? Or, you know, it's back to school time. What are you gonna do? So develop those type of scripts and an interactive marketing for people. So yeah, that's where the hot seat comes up. I know somebody that's a job calling visit. But I can tell by the look at your face.
I gotta take it. I'll call right back.
All right, no problem.
Okay.
So removing the spotlight. I'm gonna move her now. So I'm gonna move forward and we're gonna move from there. Excuse me. So she works for a very I mean I'll let her if she decides to tell you what she works. She did, but it's a very important place, let's put it like that. And stuff. So Andrea.
Yes, sir.
The Cowboy fan.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
I said I had my heater on. I didn't know if it was interfering. Sorry.
Oh, no, you're fine. Let's talk. Have you defined your target market yet?
I tried.
Let's hear it.
Okay.
Hot seat, camera on. Let's go.
My camera actually isn't working. I'm not trying to be off camera. Can you see? Like,
Nope,
see how you can't see me?
Can't see it all. No. We just see
I know, but I don't have anything on. I don't know why it's doing that, but
okay, you're a star.
I'm a star. Okay. Wait, let me open this sheet up because I don't have it printed out. I'm sorry. I didn't know I was about to be in the hot seat.
Everybody gets in the hot seat. Yep.
Yeah, I thought we were taking turns. Let me see. I have it. Is it this one? Nope, that one. No. Oh, it's not that one either. Okay, wait. Let me sign in and get it because. Okay, so I kind of don't want to start talking without the sheet in front of me, so I'm sorry. Come on. Okay, now it's just spinning. I feel bad. I'm sorry. Let me see. Carl, can you drop the sheet in the chat right quick, please? Because my thing is just spinning. My login is just spinning.
You can get a piece of paper that you wrote it on.
No, that's what I said. I didn't write it.
Oh, you didn't write it. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't write it.
Yeah, let me I shall do that. 1 second, but while I get there.
Let me see. What's this name? I'm not found.
Pardon me?
It says my username is user not found, but I literally just logged in earlier to listen to week 3.
You may have misspelled something.
I think I did. Let's try this again. Let me see. Okay, let me do this. Let's do it this way.
Welcome back, Joyce.
Thank you. Sorry.
I told them you was real important.
We understand. We know what that means.
I told them you was real important, so you know you can't just you be leaving us. It's how it works.
Look, that's that government life.
Right.
I don't miss it, but I miss it. Where's my sheet?
All right, so I'm gonna share my screen so you can real quick, Andrea, so that you can see it. Okay.
Yes, please. Thank you.
All right. So here we go.
Okay. The age that I had was 27 to 45.
Mm-hmm.
The location I put city, and what I meant by city was like people that live in city areas versus like country or like rural, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Gender, I put either gender can work. Income level, I'm gonna go 70K or higher. Education level, high school or higher. Marital or family status, I put any, but I think I should change marital status or family status to single, because I don't know. I did put I put any though, so let me just keep going.
Mm-hmm.
The occupation, I put I put career oriented because I kind of feel like when attempting to build a Zen zone or kind of go inside with what I'm doing, you kind of need to be career oriented, but not necessarily like dead set in your career. Like I've been a government contractor for 21 years, but everybody doesn't have that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
The ethnic background, I put African American. I don't know if I should just put Black, because I kind of heard what you told Crystal on week 3. So should I just make it Black or?
I mean, I say Black. What Crystal was saying was Black and brown.
Yeah.
I was saying was that Black and brown experiences are actually very different from each other. We only look the same to white people.
You're very true. I clapped when you said it. I was like, damn, that's so on point. Because that's very on point. Okay,
Right.
Can you scroll down?
Sure.
Oh, wait. Are you gonna you want me to keep going?
Keep going.
Or
Yeah, keep going.
Okay. Personality, outgoing, what's it called? I want the introverted extrovert.
The ambivert.
Huh?
Ambiverts.
Yeah, okay, ambiverts, yes.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know it was a name for them. Attitudes, positive and coachable. Values, they have to love themselves, they have to value community and self. Interest and hobbies, I don't really know what interests and hobbies they should have. Lifestyles, I don't know. Behavior, I don't know.
All right.
Okay, where do they spend most of their time? Real world. What is their dream and desired outcome? To have internal peace and know how to respond versus react. What problems do they need solved? Learning how to respond versus, respond versus react. They also need to have like another problem that they need to have solved is a quiet space. Like they have to know how to reach that internal Zen zone, that internal Zen space. Identify your customer's type of community. Here, I would have to go with hell. I don't know.
So essentially here, when you're looking at who your target market is, you want to know what kind of organizations they're already a part of. Like, are they normally a part of different alumni associations? Are they community volunteers? Do they do social clubs? Are they heavy into religion? Are they heavy into industry? Are they parents? That type of stuff. Are they politics? Okay. Yeah, all of that. So, I mean, like I said, and you'll go through that. And actually, I'm gonna, since you heavy hot seat, we about to break it down. I'm not even gonna go through all of it yet, which not yet. So let me stop the share now, because we could have went. I was gonna go deep, let you continue, but actually I'm gonna go heavy on what you have now. All right. So when you said gender any, now remember, we're not saying that these are the only people that can use it. We are primarily saying these are the people that will likely use it, right? That will likely come to you for this.
Okay, so
Is
I
it
should
men or
change
women?
that to women.
Right.
I'm sorry.
Exactly. Yeah, because again, your marketing has to sound like something. It has to sound like something. It has to sound like someone. It can't sound ambiguous, like, oh, I'm talking to the wall, or I'm talking to the air. It doesn't work, right?
Yes, sir. Mm-hmm.
Also, when we talked about family and marital status, you said any. Never, ever, 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 ever say any to that.
Okay.
You will lose people, because you won't speak to what's most important to everybody, which is relationship and family on some level. That's most important to everybody. You know, whether they love being single, whether they think that every man that they go out on a date with is supposed to be their boyfriend on the first date, whether
What you talking about?
huh? Did I say anybody's name? Did I say anybody's name? I didn't say anybody's name. You know, whether they have 37 kids, whether they have 0 children, you know, because especially with something like with what you do, that's going to be where their pain points lie.
Yep. Okay.
Right?
I see
that's
that.
also going to help determine how much they can do. Because think about it, somebody single living alone, do they need a Zen zone?
Nope.
See what I'm saying? So is it really any?
Yeah. I see what you're saying.
Right. If you're married with a huge house, you don't really need a Zen zone.
You got kids, you do.
See, that's what I was getting ready to say. But if you got children, you need to have that space to come in here.
Yeah, because that's how I'm feeling right now. I'm like, listen, don't you open that door.
Right.
Sign on the door.
Exactly. Now, when we come and we talk about attitudes, right? You want to help to determine what their attitude is towards things that are related to what you do, right? Like, okay. So how do they feel about spirituality? How do they feel about religion? You know, because while, you know, some people, especially like, you know, people who call themselves Christian, like what you do can be an initial turnoff until they're educated, right?
Yep.
Until they understand what the scriptures say about certain things. But they might not be your initial target audience, because trying to educate them is a little bit harder. And so you either avoid going down that path, or you have to come in from another direction. But you will want to say that the attitudes that you're going for are people who have a certain attitude towards what you do. Like, hey, yeah, they're open to, you know, new ideas. They may be desperate for peace, that type of stuff. right?
Okay.
And one thing you want to avoid is when you're talking about your target market, you don't want to say they have to. You said that a lot. You said they have to be able to, they have to do this. You don't want to say have to when you're talking about who they are in another sales, because that will limit you, because you could be like, look, look, they have to have $70,000. Well, not necessarily, because they're desperate enough, they'll spend the last what you got.
Okay.
Just a thought, right?
Thank you.
No problem. And interests and hobbies, you definitely want to identify some of those, because again, that's how you're going to find out where to find them and even what to build your community around. And all of these, and when you're talking about psychographics, it's also good to look at what problems they're dealing with that have to do with this. And you're growing from there.
That makes more sense. Okay. Thank you. You just helped me with something. Okay.
No problem. And then last thing, when we talk about the problems that need to be solved and their desired dream and outcome, make it grand, make the desired outcome grand, make the problem granular.
Okay.
When you're identifying that.
Not a problem, sir.
All right. Hey, Carrie. Carrie, you there?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm up here eating. I'm sorry.
It's no problem. I just want you to know, next week, your seat is extremely hot.
Okay.
I'm just telling you that right now. Just telling you that right now. But now we're going to move on to low ticket offers. All right. And let's talk about that. And before I get into that, I want to explain to everybody that when it comes to making money, everybody has a low ticket offer. Everybody has a high ticket offer. And when I say low ticket, I mean something under $100. When I say high ticket, I mean something in anywhere between $6,000 and up that they can sell. Even if you have a retail store, everybody has a $6,000 product in them. All right. Just want y'all to remember that. Don't forget it. And it's a $6,000 product that can be delivered relatively easy. So moving forward, can y'all see my screen yet? Or y'all just see my pretty face?
I see you. I
just see you.
I said my pretty face. You tell y'all ignored me. You know what? She's like, Carl, you know you ain't pretty. Anywho, all right. So your introductory offer, let me get into it really quickly. I always like to educate when we do this stuff. So your low ticket offer, often called an introductory offer, it's basically something that's offered at a lower price point than your normal stuff in order to entice people to engage with you and your business. They can be digital goods like ebooks and software. These products are normally based around education and information because they can be delivered instantly and don't have shipping costs or material costs. They can also be certain things, and especially if we're talking about in the instance of Joyce's store, Excel, and I know Belly has something similar as well, but she's offline. I mean, she's somewhat online as well. Is anything that somebody can't say no to. Black Friday is one of the biggest examples of doing low ticket to get people in the door. We think about Black Friday, people will knock prices down, but the only goal is to get you in there to buy stuff that's more expensive. The goal isn't to get you to buy the cheap stuff. The goal is to get you to buy stuff that's more expensive. So always think about that. Now, most low ticket offers are used to attract customers who will then purchase other stuff, the more expensive items. There are some companies that solely focus their business model around low ticket items. They sell it at a lower price because they have a high volume of sales. I mean, think about it. If you have a $17 product and you can sell it to 1,000 people, you've made $17,000. And I know people who do that in one day. Like that's all they do. And they spend most of their time marketing it so that they get those 1,000 people. They may touch 10,000 people a day in order to be able to get that $17,000. But it's well worth it. If you spend $1,000 to make 17, you have a pretty good rate of return, don't you think? I think so too. All right. So the benefits of them, most of them are easy. You don't want to have a hard to make low ticket sale. I mean, low ticket item. I know some people like to do, online t-shirts or branding and stuff like that. But the problem is those margins are just so low. You got to do so much. Like you're using what is it? Like not an Etsy shop, but the t-shirtified stuff, whatever they call it online. You only end up getting like $2 or $3 off of it, and it's just not worth it in many cases. A quick way to bring in revenue. You reach a wider audience because people are willing to purchase a lot quicker. The losses, like I said, we talked about door busters. Low ticket items are a way to get somebody in the door because once they have bought from you, they have put you in a position in their life of a trusted advisor. No matter what it is that they buy from you, they could buy a grain of sand from you, but since you've convinced them to buy it, that means they've placed you at a level. To build customer loyalty, helping to get testimonials, and they're again a gateway to your high ticket or your signature offers. So here are the elements of a low ticket offer. Number one, you want to make sure that it's still high quality. One thing that people mess up with when they're doing these type of offers is that they try to be as cheap as possible on their end. Like, hey, look, I'm just trying to get these out the door and get people in. You want the quality has to be high because it's people first interaction with you. Next, it has to be easy to use. If it looks too complicated or difficult, they'll quickly become frustrated and go looking for something else. So keep it simple and user-friendly because that increases the chance of a sale. Like there are things, I don't know if, depending on what type of advertisers pop up, there's some stuff that shows like it's $27 and it creates this miracle, right? Oh, wow, I have to buy it because if it's easy, only $27, then I'm going to do it. But of course, then it leads to something else. You, of course, and when it comes to your offer, you also must offer a good value for the price, as we just spoke about. Customers have to feel they're getting a good deal when they purchase that product. So you want to keep that very, 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 very competitive and a good value for the price. Be appealing to your customer. Stand out from the competition and be attractive, and then easy to find. Put them up front. As soon as they get to your website, as soon as they show up at your location, as soon as you meet them, lead with this because customers won't buy. They will not find your deal if they will not purchase your deal if they can't find it. It doesn't matter. So you want them to easily do that. And then here's the crucial element that you won't hear anywhere else. All right. This is crucial. And I want you to pay very, very, very close attention to this. You want your low ticket offer, turn your target customer into your ideal customer. Your target customer, as we just talked about, are the people that you're going after. Like this is this broad base of folks that you want to do. The ideal customer is the one who gives you the best, you give them the best results with the least amount of effort. It's like, oh man, that person was so easy to work with. They were able to pay on the spot. It looked good on them. It worked for them. They give me good feedback. They listen to what I say. So once it gives them these quick measurable results, it turns them into the habit of paying you. It turns you into the expert that they will listen to, and it gives them the tools to upgrade themselves to get results from your high ticket or signature offer. I'm going to give an example. If I'm talking to Joyce and I'm telling her, what is her low ticket offer? Now, some people low ticket offer is free. Some people is very, very, very low. Like for instance, if she has the right people in her store working for her, instead of just saying, you all come in and, look at my store, what she can do is say, hey, for $20, I'll give you a personal, or have one of her people give you a personal fashion consultation within the store. So they've come in, they've paid $20, and they walk around and they take a picture of the end of stuff. It's like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. They've already given her money, and all she's doing is giving them an idea, right? But then also she's pointing them to the things that looks good on them. So it's an opportunity for her to upsell to them, which is, gets her to that high ticket signature type stuff. And it makes them the expert. So whenever they're thinking about something, or they want to go out or they need a good outfit, what they're going to find is they're like, okay, I need to go here because this is where the expert is. So whenever somebody wants to know something about fitness, they're going to come to you, Carrie. Whenever somebody wants to know something about Zen Zone, they're going to come to you, Andrea. That type of stuff. So some examples of the low ticket product is checklists. Something really, 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 really simple. It helps people to get a task that they want to get completed on time, or they check off each stage is completed. They really, really, really love it. A planner, anything again that helps them to get to a point. Like for instance, a checklist is just, do this, do this, do this, do this. A planner is an upgraded version of a checklist because it attaches time to it. Saying, okay, that the next you're gonna do this, next you're gonna do that. Toolkit. I do toolkits a lot because a lot of the things that I do have many moving parts. A list of things, like if you're doing fitness, a list of things to put into your home for a home fitness program. Or Andrea, a list of things to put into your Zen Zone, that type of stuff. A calendar, ready-made calendars. This is a step above planners because it puts specific dates, not just time periods, but specific dates to something. Like, one of the things that I'm going to be doing at the beginning of the year is a marketing calendar for people, because throughout the year, there's so many different holidays, significant days, things that are just good for your business that you want to have ready, because we don't want to be waiting until February 13th to do a Valentine's Day deal. Duh, that's dumb. It should be being done on February 3rd, my birthday, because Valentine's Day, love, and Carl all go together, right? So how-to videos, people love those, especially if you have a physical product. You sit there and you say, hey, I do this, I do this, I do this, I'm putting all this stuff together. And even most of the time when people see a how-to video, a lot of us feel like when we do those things that we're going to lose our customers. That's not what we do. How-to videos actually show them that you are the expert. And so once they see that you are the expert, then they will come to you. The people who are going to DIY it, they're going to DIY anyway. You can tell, but most people, you can tell them exactly everything to do. And all that does is solidify to them that they need you. Because you know it, you know it, you know it, you know it. Then resource guides. Like what type of resources, and where do you get them from? Like I'm going to be giving you all one in the next couple of weeks on the tools that I use in my business. A book. That was what I was going to talk about. Crystal. Like Crystal has the book. And as anyone who has been following her and look at what she does, it has opened so many doors for her. Her book is not expensive, but it can led to, 4-figure speaking engagements, 5-figure clients, that type of stuff. So, that's really what you're doing to put that stuff together. So here's how to create your low ticket offer, right? First, you got to identify your ideal customer. What do they already have? What do they already know? How to do, what's their mindset, and what are they looking for from you? And you create your initial offer in order to put them in that position. Like for instance, my 4 days of launch program. I do that so that people who come back to me for my, my $6,000 or what a $41,000 program, whichever program I decide to do, that they already have some things in place that make it easier on me and easier on them. You decide on the method of delivery. It's going to be a how-to. It's going to be a check. It's going to be a video. Then you decide on price. I always recommend that your low ticket offer is less than $1,000, right? Like, because making it any higher than that can let you run into where people get they get frozen before they purchase. Like I don't know about you, but before I go buy some jewels, I got to think a little bit. But when I go into Joyce's store, the prices are good enough so I can say, hey, I want this, I want that, I want this, I want that, and I just put it on, right? So that's how you want to create your low ticket offer. So your homework, of course, is to build a low ticket offer. It's just that simple. Of course, there is, as always, I give, we got a worksheet for it in order to do it. And there are many, many, many examples of low ticket offers. If you're part of the group and you downloaded my my launch toolkit, that is a low ticket offer. The book, that's a low ticket offer. Make it easy. I would encourage everybody to do a 1-pager. Don't make it any more than 1 page for your low ticket. Y'all hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So like
Yeah.
if I was, and I'm gonna specifically speak to Joyce because she has a retail store, which is a little bit different than some of the online stuff that we're doing. If I was Joyce, what I would do, I would create 2 low ticket offers, a free one and then an upsell from that, right? So if I was her, I would create something, a special Excel Unlimited style guide, right? Where people can write in and, it's really a checklist, and she gives options for them to be able to identify who they are, put their sizes, their color, the colors that they like, all of those type of things. And then they submit that to her and they keep it for themselves and they send it to her, and she's able to take that freebie and turn it into a consultation. Like I said, where her experts in her store are able to give a, whether it's $5, $10, $20 consultation, because again, our goal for the low ticket offer is to get them used to trusting us with their money. And somebody who comes in for the consultation and they pay for that, they're more likely to triple what they would buy if they came in for themselves, because number one, they're getting instructed on how to do it, but number two is because they're actually getting what they're getting told what to do from somebody that they've trusted. So like if somebody, again, if I walk into a store and I'm told that this looks good on me, and I'm explained to why it looks good on me, and if I've already told them what I like and they're catering to that, they are almost guaranteed to get the sale if I got the money in my pocket. That's plain and simple. For Andrea, I'm telling everybody this stuff, okay? Andrea, I want you to create a checklist of what goes into a Zen zone.
Okay.
All right. And
Yes,
from
sir.
there, that's your intro freebie. And people can schedule a consultation, a paid consultation. Say, hey, if you want me to tell you exactly based upon your situations and this, that, and the other, exactly what should be in there, then you do that. All right. Then they set up, like I said, it could be as low as $7, $17, $27, whatever. They set up through Calendly and they talk to you.
Okay.
Don't sell it. Don't start to sell it yet. Just create it and be prepared with it next week. Carrie, you there?
Yes, sir.
What you think yours is gonna be? Can you hear me?
Yeah. I can hear you.
What you think yours is gonna be?
Because mine is fitness. I could do. I guess we could offer like a program. No, not necessarily like a class.
I like that. I would recommend some type of class or some type of what's the word?
Like a virtual class.
I got a virtual fit test.
Okay.
Because virtual fit test, I mean, it's basically what people do in the gym when they come in and say, hey, do this, do this, do this, do this, and send in the results.
Okay.
Right. So create it from there. Again, something really something easy for you to create, but it should let them know that they need work. That's one of the things about it. It's called useful but incomplete. So that they know that they need work and that the person to help them with the work that they need is none other than the person that is sitting in front of your device.
Okay.
All right.
That makes sense.
So just a reminder, we're finished now. Just a reminder, here's what we need to do. Please, I'm begging you, and I don't beg, but I ain't too proud to beg now. Is please go back and do the work. Put it in the Google Drive folder and schedule the one-on-one with me. It's only going to be 45 minutes. We're going to go through the stuff quickly, answer any questions that you may have, and just begin to tie things together. Because I want y'all to make money. Y'all know that, right? That
Right.
only makes me look good. I
Yeah.
want y'all to make money. That's all that matters to me. I mean, I want y'all to be happy and all that kind of stuff. I want y'all to find the love of your life. I want all that good stuff. But mainly, I want y'all to make money as a business consultant, because that makes me feel like I'm fulfilling my purpose in life. All right.
Yes,
All
sir.
right.
Any questions, comments, concerns, metaphysical speculations?
Listen, let me tell you what,
Mhm.
recorded or no.
Yeah, it's recorded because I saw you kept walking away.
Now I'll tell you later.
All right. Okay, y'all. Again, as you're doing your stuff, if you have any questions, anything you want to get into, please remember, drop it in the group so that people can see it. If you got anything that you want to share, I know Joyce said she has a Black Friday stuff coming up. Like I said, drop that. You can drop that in the Facebook group, or you could drop that in the other group. So yeah. I mean,
You
and
should save it
Telegram.
into the Google Drive.
Yes. So the stuff that you do, put it in the Google Drive folder that you should have created on day one. When you go back and you look at the stuff, you'll see it.
Okay.
Mhm.
Cool.
All righty. Y'all have a
Thank
good one.
you. Have
My
a good
pleasure as
night.
always.
Have a good
All
night,
right.
everybody.
Good night.